Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Samantha and I make videos on minimalism, my no-buy, low-buy lifestyle, productivity and intentional living. So today I wanted to share with you my 10-pound skincare regime. I never thought that this was the kind of video I would ever make just because my skincare regime is so simple. So this was actually an idea from one of my subscribers, so thank you so much DC. So the reason why I decided to make this video is when I was replying to her, I realized that there's actually a reason why my skincare is so simple, and I had some thoughts that I thought would be valuable to share. I'm going to break down this video into the following topics: the regime itself and the products that I use, why my skincare routine is the way that it is, how often I wear makeup, what I use to remove makeup, what I use on my body, and the total cost of my skincare products. So first of all, the regime itself, which can be summed up into one sentence. I wash my face and then I use Nivea Q10 on my face and Vaseline on my lips, and that is it. That is my entire daily routine. So the next question is, why is it so simple? Everybody's skin is super different, and you take time to get to know what products work for you, and you need time to understand how your skin works. Throughout my 20s, I bought into the myth that the more skincare products I used, the better it was. And I bought into that myth because of advertising. They were giving me these messages and I believed them. So I'd invest a lot of money into all sorts of skincare, put it on my face, and it made virtually no difference. And then I started paring back and I realized that actually, in fact, my skin felt a lot healthier when I was doing that. Even though I'd reasoned all this money that I was spending on skincare was investing in myself, I was actually investing in these massive companies that were making all of these products. So that's essentially why my skincare regime is so pared back. Now, I never suffered from adult acne or any other skin issues, and I watched enough YouTube to realize that just because this works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for everyone, and that people do have conditions that they need to talk to dermatologists about. Luckily enough, I've never had anything like that, so this for me is fine. But again, I'm talking very specifically about my own skin, and I have normal to dry skin. The next thing I want to talk about is how much makeup I wear. Well, not a lot. Again, in my 20s, I used to wear a lot. My lifestyle was very different then. I used to go out a lot. I was coming into my own. I was a very sheltered girl growing up. So in my 20s, I was really exploring, going out, having fun, trying on loads of makeup. I was breaking out quite a bit at that time. I remember watching a load of YouTube videos and everybody was recommending the MAC foundation, and I bought the MAC foundation, and oh my god, it made me break out so badly. And I really persisted with finishing up that foundation. Number one, because I'd spent so much money on it, and at that time it was a lot of money for a 20-year-old who was only doing a part-time job at a bookshop. And number two, because everybody on YouTube kept talking about how brilliant this MAC foundation was. I found out that it's definitely not a suitable fit for me, and that's why I'm very careful about the beauty gurus that I follow on the internet. I think the best person that gives me advice would probably be Fleur de Force. She's a British YouTuber. She's very popular and I'll link her channel below. Her recommendations have always worked out for me, but everybody else I always take with a pinch of salt. So anyway, after I started having all of these breakouts, I started to realize that it's probably because I was wearing too much makeup, and then I started scaling back, and the less makeup I wore, the less breakouts I had and the happier I felt. I also think that my attitude to makeup has changed a lot as I've grown older. Now, I don't know if this is across the board, but I have noticed that it's very similar with my work colleagues. So at work we have very different age demographics. We have girls in their 20s, and then you have people working there who are in their 30s and 40s, and I've noticed that it's really the 20-year-olds that wear the most makeup. They're not caked in it or anything like that. They look really nice, but I've just observed that the older the people are at work, the less they wear makeup. For me, I wear makeup obviously for these videos, and also when I go out for dinner or drinks with Andrew, which used to be about once a week before lockdown happened. And I do think that because I don't wear that much makeup, that's why I don't break out that often. So the next thing I want to talk about is what I use to remove my makeup. Again, it's very simple. This is the Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water. I got this off my sister. I'd run out of my L'Oreal eye makeup remover, which up until that point was the gentlest thing that I could find on my skin. Then she gave me this, and I was a bit worried when I started using it because I had experienced using this product previously and I remember not liking it, but then when I used this, it was great, and it's a hell of a lot cheaper than the L'Oreal one. And then I just use these cotton pads, which I get from like Boots or Sainsbury's. So this is pretty much it for removing my makeup. So the next thing is what I use on my body, and it is this Nivea Firming Q10 body lotion. I really like the Q10 range in Nivea. It seems like Nivea is sponsoring this video, but of course they're not. My channel's tiny as if. So this is what I use on my body. It's really easy. I really like the consistency of the cream. Sometimes I find like thick creams can take ages to rub in, and your body's so big, it's so annoying to do it. But this absorbs really quickly, and I like the little pump function. So yeah, big fan of this as well. And finally, the cost. So the cost of Vaseline is really cheap. You can get it for £1 to £2 and they last forever. Then for the Nivea Q10, normally I get this on offer, and there's always offers running on Amazon and Boots. I'll actually link all the products that I'm talking about in the description below if you want to check any of them out. This normally retails for £10, but because I always buy them on offer, I get them for approximately £5. And it's the same with this body lotion. Normally it retails for about £10, but if you look out for an offer, you will get them for about £5. So all in all, I spend about £20 to £30 a year on this, and £20 to £30 a year on this. So across a month, my daily skincare routine costs less than £10. And that is pretty much it. So this is a very short and simple video. I hope you enjoyed it. All of it is obviously centered around my personal skincare routine, but if you are thinking of paring things down, paring things back, then definitely go for it. What harm can it do? You might save yourself some money and your skin might be grateful for it. So who knows? As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next week. Bye!